Can you describe the forequarters and the hindquarters?
They have, of course, to be well balanced. A Bracco must be well angulated in front and rear. That doesn't mean that they should be exaggerated. And sometimes we can see dogs which are a little bit more moderate, but they're well balanced and they move with ease and style. But to get the correct Bracco drive in the rear, I would like to see a really strong, well-angulated rear. Sometimes we see dogs which get overly long in the tibia, and usually they also stand and walk away cowhock. So we don't want to see any weakness. It has to be sturdy. They have to be standing correctly and sound. When they get over-angulated, or we also see some which are actually sickle hock, that is absolutely wrong.
Can you describe the feet?
The foot of the Bracco should be strong. If we look, actually, they should have a strong paw. What do you say?
The pads?
The pads, yes. Thick and strong. The foot is more hare foot. You don't want a too short toes. You don't want a cat foot. You want a hare foot, but it has to be big feet, well knuckled. We tend to see some dogs with flat, open feet. That is not correct. Sometimes when Braccos are growing in certain age, young puppies and youngsters can have a little bit looser feet, and when they mature, they strengthen up and it gets better. But on an adult dog, you don't want to see a flat foot. It should be a well knuckled up foot. Another thing about the feet, which the standard is talking about, is the nails. And normally breed standards don't say anything about the nails, but I made a mistake on my first Bracco because I come from other breeds, and I was always taught we want to see short nails, and we were drambled up. He had short, beautiful nails, but that is not correct. In the Bracco, we want the nails not to be overly long, but they should be visible, and you should see that it's a strong nail, because it's needed when they are working. So don't tell people to cut them too short. It should be visible nails.
Can you describe the coat, colors, and markings?
The coat color, we have two colors actually. I mean, mainly it's the white and orange, and it's the what you call chestnut.
Yeah,
Chestnut,
or brown. Yeah.
brown. We call it Ruano Marrone, the browns. And you can have these colors in different shades a little bit. The orange color can be quite light orange up to quite deep orange. They can have roan markings, or they can also be clean white with orange markings or brown markings. What we see sometimes, the Bracco can actually also be completely white according to the standard. I don't think we've seen for many years any completely white Bracco, but it's allowed to. We like to see, when we talk about the brown dogs, a nice brown color, usually described in Italy that it was the coat of the monk. exactly the brown. The Italian monks had this special brown color on their coats, and that is the true color they want to see. We do see different shades, but the brown ones we don't want to see too much difference. They should have a clear brown color. We don't want to see, for example, it's sneaking in some dogs with not really tan markings, but it comes in orange in the brown, and that we don't want to see. We don't want to see also a brown color which is too dark, which is the same color of the German short-haired pointer. This is what we can see. I wouldn't say often, but it pops up sometimes. Too dark dogs. So it's important that it's a nice brown color.
Can you discuss the disqualifications and faults